It's time for the Dr. Cho Show, the show that helps you understand the latest and safest modern dental techniques for you and your family. You'll become an educated dental consumer and also learn about health trends outside of the dental industry. Here's your host, Dr. Dan Cho.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dr. Cho Show, your number one resource for everything related to your oral health. My name is Dr. Dan, and I wanted to kind of, start off and kind of talk about something. This one's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, but I feel like it's very relevant, especially something within the past couple of years. And that's how stress itself is kind of affecting your oral health. And so, what are some of the things that you can do about it? One of them is kind of a very straightforward, practical thing, and the other one is just basically going to wear an appliance. And so, I like to, the more conservative you can be, generally it's going to, I like conservative. I don't like to go full bore and go suggest, major orthodontic surgery, which actually can help if it is severe enough, but that is definitely not going to be the first thing. I think I've made an allusion to, if you've got a little bit of knee pain, occasionally you don't want to go overboard and say, oh yeah, I've got knee pain. I think the best thing I need to do is to amputate my knee or do a full joint replacement. No, you want to do something like PT, something a little bit more or less invasive, something less invasive, not more or less invasive. So, and that's going to be wearing a guard, a prosthetic, which is essentially a either custom or a over-the-counter, but it's going to be a hunk of plastic that is going to fit on either typically the top teeth or the bottom teeth. And what it does is it doesn't stop you from actually clenching or grinding, but it does protect the teeth. So it prevents the teeth from really smashing into each other. It does a wonderful job. The custom ones, obviously, I'm going to be more biased. I think the custom ones are going to be better. And I really do believe that because it can it can stabilize the TMJ, and it can really prevent you from kind of really smashing into the teeth, and it can kind of help avoid a lot of these kind of major emergencies. Now, it's not foolproof. It's not something that is not going to guarantee that you're never going to have any issues, but oh boy, it works very well. I've been wearing one for the better part of a decade. And I will admit it does take a little bit of getting used to. I have a handful of patients who, they're like, I'm just not going to wear it. They've tried it and they just can't get used to it. And if you can, it is going to work very well. So that's kind of a really easy thing to do. Now, another thing you can do, and I will actually do this as well, is just a combination of heat and massage. If it gets really bad, you can do kind of a longer, a long regimen, up to a couple of weeks typically of a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, low dose. If you're feeling fine, you kind of want to have that going on board. But I would speak to I would have you speak to your dentist before, bringing something on that like that on board. But heat and massage is going to work really well to be able to kind of reduce kind of the symptoms and trying to get that masseter, that muscle to relax. And so the overall goal is, if you can kind of feel that muscle itself, and sometimes if you run your thumb up and down, so if you run the muscle belly will kind of run from the up to down. So as if you look at underneath underneath the angle of the mandible, so underneath the jaw, that's kind of where one end of the muscle is, and it goes up to kind of just in front of where the ear canal is. And in that motion, if you were to kind of run your fingers or thumbs over there, you may actually find like a little bit of a bump, like a knot in the muscle. And that is a bump, like a knot in the muscle. And that is something that's the area that you really want to try to work out. So if there's like that really giant knot, you just kind of want to, get in there and trying to kind of massage it out, because that will help to have the muscle actually relax. And will help to reduce a lot of those kind of symptoms and problems. And so it is best to have a little bit of heat on there first. You can get one of those microwavable heat packs, put it on the both muscles, and then leave it on there for a little bit, get the muscle to kind of heat it up, and warm it up, and then kind of go at it to try to massage it to try to get it to relax. Now, typically I do this when I'm driving. If I'm sitting there, at a red light, I'll just kind of sit there and kind of massage it. And your goal is to kind of try to put a lot of pressure inside of it. If you've ever, it's not overall that comfortable when the person's working at it, but they're trying to, do that myofascial release to get the muscles overall to relax, and that's going to be overall the kind of the main goal. And so lastly, and I say this kind of a little bit facetiously, but is to try to be as relaxed and try to de-stress yourself as much as you can. Again, I realize that's not practical, but as best as you can to try to do that, take a little bit of time for self-care, to be able to help kind of reduce any type of stress in your life as best as you can. You're not going to eliminate it. I don't think anybody is really going to not be stressed in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But as much as you can mitigate it is going to be really helpful. So that overall is how stress is kind of really affecting a lot of people's lives. And so like I mentioned before, if you kind of stuck with me to the end, I'll tell you how to get the $100 off of that that device that I was telling you about, the custom guard, which I believe works very, 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 very well. Again, I wear one myself. I've been doing it for over a decade, and so and that's by just giving us a call. You can give us a call at my dental office, which is Life Bloom Dental, LIFEBLOOM Dental. Our phone number is 503-646-4600. You can also email us at info at lifebloomdental.com, or you can also go to a website and schedule an appointment just to kind of chat. And our website is portlandsdentist.com, PORTLANDS dentist.com, and you can you just look for me, or you can just Google Dr. Cho, Dr. Dan Cho, dentist, that sort of thing. And so make sure you mention the podcast so we know to get your discount off of that, and then we can go from there. So hopefully this is helpful to somebody. Again, I say this kind of a little bit tongue-in-cheek, try not to be stressed, which of course I understand is a very difficult thing to do, but as best as you can, try not to be stressed, try to relax, heat massage, that sort of thing, meditate, whatever it takes for you to kind of have a little bit more relaxed life, that sort of thing. So overall, hey, I hope this is helpful. You guys have a wonderful day, and take a little bit of time for yourself, maybe a little bit extra.
Thank you for listening to The Dr. Cho Show. If you have any questions for Dr. Cho, you can reach him at www.portlandsdentist.com or by calling his office at 503-646-4600. Or feel free to send him an email at info@lifebloomdental.com.